Welcome in, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. It is the 14th of December. We are 11 days away from Christmas, and I'm ready for all the festivities. Producer James in the building. That man in the DF dub. Wes in the building. I believe Wes in the building. How you living, sir?
Excuse me, sir. We got Pimp Klaws in the house tonight. Oh. No, Wes. I got to take over the show because he wasn't doing it right. He wasn't showing that flavor like Pimp Klaws.
Pimp Klaws. Pimp Klaws so in the building.
Let's get it moving. Let's get it shaking, and let's see who's been naughty and who's been nice.
Oh, Lord. I guess people are going to start feeling themselves a little bit differently as we get close to the festivities, James.
I've heard that about Wes, that he ain't doing it right.
I mean, I guess we're going to find out who's been naughty and who's been nice. So everybody tuning in, appreciate y'all watching. Start blowing up the comments if you feel like the vibe ain't right. But moving on, big day in sports. We'll get to since Wes ain't here, Pimp Klaws is going to take over the segment. We'll probably do that after the first break. Big night last night. The Green Bay Packers now moving to the first place position in the NFC with a loss handed down by the Rams to the Cardinals. Three-way tie. Tiebreakers go to Green Bay. Top of the NFC. Top four division leaders, Green Bay in the north, Tampa Bay in the south. You got the Cardinals in the west and the Dallas mother trucking Cowboys in the east. Pimp Klaws, what do you think about them top four right there? What's moving and shaking up there in the NFC North?
Now, right now, the Dallas Cowboys, they some fakers. I know Jerry, my boy, I done sent many nice girls his way.
Oh, my goodness.
But Jerry, he needs to get that offense going, and he needs to get Dak to say, hey, we need to play better because right now they're not playing so good.
Do you think
defense is coming? And I tell you what, that Michael Parsons, that's a grown ass man.
We'll get to the Cowboys a little bit more in depth. A little bit more in depth on the Cowboys. What are your thoughts about the top three with a 10-3 records? Green Bay, Tampa, and the Cardinals. Is it shaking out the way it should be, or should we be concerned with the toe injury of Mr. Aaron Rodgers? 12. I like to call to him 12.
Well, first of all, you got to show that love to Mr. Tom Brady.
Indeed.
That man, he's my age. The man is old, but he's still out there balling. He's got a good defense. He's got a run game. Dallas, pay attention. He has a run game. You hear that? Run game. You got to be able to run the ball to throw the ball. And that's what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do.
So Pimp Klaws, with all the respect to Tom Brady, is it likely that he's been running through the snow all the times in New England that now it's time to start running in the beaches of Central Florida? Is it just how like you run through the sleigh and hit all the houses and chimneys dropping off the gifts? What kind of gifts do we look forward to for Green Bay, Tampa Bay, the Cardinals, and the Cowboys? What kind of gifts they going to be given from Pimp Klaws?
Well, that's what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers want to do. They don't want to go through Green Bay. I don't think Tom Brady is used to the snow, but I don't know if the rest of them Buccaneers are used to that cold weather.
The Florida boys ain't used to that.
They're going to try to get that number one seed, and then you're going to have to go through Tampa Bay, and nobody wants to go through Tampa Bay. And let me tell you something, but Aaron Rodgers, I don't know, man. That toe might be holding him up. And then you got Arizona. They having problems, dog. Did you see that game last night?
I did.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that game last night?
I saw Kyler Murray looking real suspect.
Uh-huh. You know, I don't know if he's ready to come back. They might have forced him to come back. So, you know, things are up in the air, just like the AFC. It ain't over, dog. Some of these guys got to get ready. It ain't over, y'all. Y'all got to get ready. Here it comes.
It's going to be a big time for this coming week and the next 3 weeks for everybody in fantasy. I think it's going to be, if you made the playoffs, congratulations. If you didn't make the playoffs, better luck next year. This next game stretch, especially for the Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons, who I think should be a lock for Rookie of the Year on the defense side of the ball, and if not the leading candidate for the Defensive Player of the Year, he should be with all of his greatness. He's just absolute money on third down for the Dallas Cowboys, and I hope Dan Quinn has learned some things. He has his weapons back with Gregory and Lawrence on the edge. Armstrong looks very strong in the middle. it looks as so Micah Parsons can kind of play wherever he thinks or wherever Dan Quinn thinks he needs him. And then on third down, he can definitely pay the bills by getting to the quarterback and disrupting a lot of the flow that they tend to get in. But Pimp Klaws, I want you, Wes can come back if he needs to. Pimp Klaws, if you get tired, if you need to take a break, tag in Wes. But at the same time, I think that what we really need to focus on right now for Dallas is consistency. And I think Dak Prescott's hurt. I think the defense looks good. In order for that offense to keep moving, the run game needs to be established. And if that doesn't get done early, things tend to fall behind. We sound like a broken record. We talk about it every week. But at the same time, we don't see anything. We don't see any nuances. The offensive line took a little bit of a hit. Tyron Smith went out. La'el Collins got thrown out of the game due to some extracurricular activities. I think Dak or Zeke will pick up the bill on that part of it. But if Connor Williams is going to be the guy you have to lean on at the right guard, if Zach Martin is hurt, it's going to be a problem. Dallas seems defensively to be hitting their stride at the right time in December, but the offense seems to be regressing at the wrong time in December. Does Dallas's defense have enough to carry the offense into January if they make the playoffs, which I think they will? But if they have to go face a dangerous team like the Los Angeles Rams, which would be the case if they started the playoffs today, it would be 4 versus 5, and the Rams look dangerous. The post-game press conference with Stafford and Kupp, Stafford looked annoyed. He looked like he had unfinished business out there. The Rams defense looks strong. Arizona looks weak. Dallas offensively looks weak. There could be quite a shakeup if one of those two teams, Dallas has to play the Cardinals or Dallas has to play the Rams in the first week of the playoffs, could be very dangerous. I know Wes mentioned this yesterday, but Pimp Klaws, what does Dallas have to do? Do they have to win out, or can they have one loss in the next 4-game stretch? I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something about the Dallas Cowboys. They need to win out, because you know what?
Agreed.
That's going to be a test of what they really are made of. So if they can go and win the NFC East and close it out and win out, and then they can go show these Cardinals what that D about, what that Dallas Cowboy, what that star about, then you know what? They got a chance. But if they can't do that, if they can't go and show Arizona what they about, then you know what? They're going to go to the first round. They're going to go home. And then, Pimp Klaws are going to be sending some love their way because they ain't got nothing else to do. But you know what? This offense, they got to get it together. And they don't have to be spectacular, but they gotta make plays. Yep. And they gotta get a lead. Yep. And so, they gotta be able to have that defense be able to send that pass rush and send Michael Parsons to make those plays. You see what I'm saying, dog? You hear what I'm saying?
I can feel it.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
In the words of the movie, The Warriors, I can dig it. The big question is going to be the health. Can the health be maintained by the defenders? It appears like it can, but it's any given Sunday. Anything could happen. We hope for the best for the Dallas Cowboys. They can right a big wrong. They haven't been past the first round in the playoffs, I think, since I want to say Zeke and Dak were rookies or their second year in the league. It's been quite a while. That's been 4 years. It's been quite a while since they've been doing anything productive.
It wasn't their rookie year. It was actually, was it 2018, I believe, when they beat the in the first round, they beat the Saints and then they lost to the Rams.
Okay, I'm gonna follow your lead, Pimp Klaws. It seems that the Dallas fans, especially the Dallas media, especially, and fans who are a little bit more, I think, thorough in their analysis of the Cowboys, we need to see them be in the NFC Championship game. And if they don't make that, we talked about that at the beginning of the year. What would be a successful season? That would be them going to the NFC Championship. A great season would be them going to the Super Bowl. We're not saying they have to win it, but they'd have to be there. That would be a great season. If we don't see that this year, we need to start pointing the finger at Dak Prescott, because the next head to roll has to be Kellen Moore if they can't be productive in December and January. And then that's going to put more eyes on Dak Prescott with the amount of money that he's been paid by the Dallas Cowboys, i.e. Jerry Jones. Would that be a valid concern if they don't have the success? If they're one and done the playoffs, or they win one game and lose in the divisional round for the playoffs, this is a failure of a season. Wouldn't you concur?
Yes. Yes. Well, first of all, Kellen Moore, you see how pretty I am? You see how good I look, Kellen Moore? You don't need to be like me.
Why are you flashing?
You need to look like old boy West. You need to be plain and simple. Because you got the players, you got the athletes to do it. You don't need to be pretty like me, boy. You don't need to get like this. You don't need this. You just need to be plain and simple and drive the ball down the field. When you get that lead, you run that ball. You run that ball and you depend on that defense. And defense, stop. In the second half, keep sending Michael Parsons because they can't block that man.
No, they can't.
He's a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying, dog?
I can feel it.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I can dig it. I sure can. But Pimp Klaws, answer me this final question on the Dallas Cowboys. We've seen early success. We've seen midseason mediocrity. The finish. Do they have what it takes to finish? Is it mental for Dak or is it physical for Dak? And I understand Kellen Moore needs to get his act together with the play calling and run the ball when it's time, the time is needed to run the ball. But for Dak Prescott right now, I think we need to get ahead of what's occurring. Is this mental block for him because he's making poor decisions, or is he making poor decisions because his physical body is not allowing him to? What's your assessment?
My assessment is yes, he's having some mental problems. So I've been sending some girls over there to try to get him out of that.
Easy, he's trying to get married.
Let him release what he's got going on.
Jeez.
But I don't know what it is.
Okay.
So he needs to let that shit go.
He does.
And he needs to make plays with his legs. Cause I see he's got a little what they call it little problem with his pimp walk. He needs to let it flow naturally, and he's not letting it.
I get it
because I think he's a little afraid. So he needs to just let it go, and he needs to make plays and be a baller like he was before. Be a baller. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I can dig it.
Be a baller, Dak.
For me,
a baller, son.
For me,
you got that star on your helmet, and you need to show it off. You know what I'm saying?
I got it, Pimp Klaws. I got it. For me, Dak Prescott needs to have the ability to go out and just play his game and not play outside of himself. It seems that for the past month with the losses, he's been discouraged. He has a little bit of a mental blockage going on right now. If he could just go out there and play his game. And I think if Kellen Moore can assist him by playing in a rhythm that's suited to his strengths, play action, short passes, no screens, throws over the middle to the tight end, and everybody can be on one accord, then I think people will be a little bit more favored to be picking them and to be welcoming the success they're having. But right now there's no consistency. That was my concern after the loss to Denver. It was exacerbated by their loss to the Las Vegas Raiders. I almost said the Oakland Raiders. Shout out Beast Mode with Marshawn. I hope those corrections could be made. The football awareness. Somebody obviously told Kellen Moore just to run the damn ball when there's 3 minutes left in the game with the Washington football team. I know Wes likes to call them the Redskins, but that's not what we're going to be doing on my end of the side. But Pimp Klaws, hold on. Before I give you the last word, 1 second, before I give you the last word, I hope to God that the team can pull it together and rally behind the victories that they've had. It's a run for the AFC. It's a run for the NFC East title. Go get things done. You're going to have a limping Cardinals team coming in week 17, and it's going to be on them to win out. You're going to have majority of your games at home. So hopefully Dallas Cowboys can take care of business and make their way, hopefully, as the 3rd seed in the NFC. Now Pimp Klaws, I got to ask you a question before we go to break. We're about 27 minutes after the hour. Pimp Klaws, why are you sparkling? Is you sparkling or you got lights on? What is that?
Because I got to shine.
Yeah.
When you're a true pimp, you got to shine. You got to let them know. So when the ladies see me, they go, "Hey, I want to be a part of what Pimp Klaws is about."
Where the hell did you get that outfit? Where did you get that outfit?
I can't be letting that out. I can't be letting everybody know where Pimp Klaws gets his threads. From
his closet. Got it from his closet, man.
Bro.
Did you get that from Plato's closet?
Hey,
is it Plato's closet? Oh,
My little elf over there.
You
He
walked
gets a
right
little,
into that one.
A little chatty. Anyway, let me tell y'all before I go, and with that ugly little dude West comes back. Pimp Klaws is here to help y'all out. So y'all hit me up. I'll send y'all some natalates y'all way to make y'all feel better about the Christmas spirit. Chris, you know, I love all of y'all. Pimp Klaws out.
ain't no blue Christmas around there with Pimp Klaws is in the mix.
Hey, Pimp Klaws, hold up. Flavor Flav, hold on, come back.
Flavor Flav.
We got some comments, man. We got some comments.
Let's listen to the people real quick. What the people saying?
We got Freight Zelda Productions. He said Flavor Flav Claus. Let's talk Tennessee Titans. That guy West that don't get it done. He said you're a closet Tennessee Titans fan.
Ooh.
Linda Joyce, she said, "What that D about Pimp Klaws? You're #naughty." And
so you the big naughty? Is that what we're talking about?
Mingo said he saw you at Mingo said he saw you at Goodwill getting that outfit. His words, not mine.
Who said that?
A loyal viewer, Mingo.
Ooh, somebody gonna get 5 fresh ones across the face and you keep talking to Pimp Klaws that way. You don't talk to me like that, dog. You don't know me like that.
5 across your
in every
lip.
word, in every true sense of the word, I'm a pimp.
All right, Pimp Klaws, we appreciate your early arrival this evening. I see that you got the braids all locked up real nice and tight, but until then, we may see you in the final segment. Maybe we can get you back at the end. Maybe if we're cutting enough checks, we can get you back. We'll talk about it at the break. Give us about 4 minutes. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about college football, get a little bit more of the questions from the fans. And until then, give us 4. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show, back in the mix. I think we either had a wardrobe change or Pimp Klaws is Wes's ugly cousin. I don't know. Wes, I think, is back in the building. How you doing, sir? You're late for work.
What's up, man?
Why we get caught in traffic or what?
Nah, it's Pimp Klaws, dude. That dude. I mean, he sent me a little something special. I was held up, so things happen.
You know, you had to pay the cost to be the boss. What you saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I get it, man. I didn't know if you were. I mean, I didn't get no phone call, I didn't get no message. So you were out of pocket for the meantime.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, I owed him some money, so he kind of took over things for a little while.
I mean, y'all just like uncanny resemblance. I just don't know. Is that your kinfolk? I mean, where's this the relative?
Maybe, man. I'm sure Pimp Klaws got some kids out there.
I mean, he don't have hair like you. He got hair like Snoop, like not Snoop Daniel, but Snoop Dogg. Shout out Snoop Daniel. I'm just saying.
Oh, what up, Snoop Daniels? I miss my boy Snoop, man. I ain't seen him forever.
You know he doing big things. Shout out to him. God bless you, man. That dude work all the time. NFL picks time. We'll get into the Tennessee Titans. We had a little request to talk about the Titans. They're doing big things. Apparently, did you see that like kind of awkward handshake between him and Urban Meyer? Urban Meyer on his little, crybaby tour. Actually, Wes.
I think Urban Meyer was ready for it.
Actually, Wes, since you're here now, we can do answer the question better than the coach, right?
Yeah,
I think we can do that now that we got everything kind of queued up. Ready to go. I mean,
we'll go James, me, then you.
James, you, then me. All right. We'll play the audio first, and then once the audio has been completed, we'll go ahead and see who's going to be able to answer the question better. James, when you're ready.
All right.
What do you say to Trevor after 4 interceptions and no points?
Yeah, it's tough.
So what was the question?
He says, what do you say to Trevor after 4 interceptions?
Get off the field, bitch.
I mean, yeah, that's one way to say it.
Get the fuck off the field.
So you're one of those kind of coaches. If you were to be a coach, how many turnovers is too many turnovers? 4? 2?
I guess it depends on the kind of turnovers.
Turnover's a turnover. Like if you lost the turnovers.
If he's out there throwing interceptions, or if his line is out there. Like if his line is out there not blocking and just letting people through, and he's getting sacked for fumble or whatever, you know, I guess you're gonna put another guy in there to get murdered because you don't want your starting quarterback to get hurt. You know what I mean?
Okay, I just thought you were gonna Bill Belichick it. If you lose the ball, you're out.
Oh, okay.
You're just worried about his health. You're not worried about him turning the ball over.
I mean, you want to. I mean, if he's out there, Eli Manning throwing 5 interceptions in a game, at some point you gotta pull him. Was it 5 or 6?
It's enough. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
It was enough.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wes.
I would answer and be like, first of all, what's your name? Bill, Will, what's your name? Anyway, you're a reporter. You ain't out here on this field playing. And Sunshine is doing the best he can do. He's got terrible team behind him. He's got terrible people, trying to catch the ball. The man is trying to bring this shitty team up out of trying to make them at least irrelevant. So you know what? He threw 4 interceptions, but you know what? What would you do? You get out here and you put on the pads and see what you can do. That's what I thought. Next question.
So I guess it's on me. Yeah, I appreciate you answering that question. It doesn't matter what I told Trevor. That's going to be between me and Trevor at this time. Appreciate the question, but our team's playing as well as they can play. We don't have a lot of assets at this time. We'll garner more assets as they come forward. Our defense is playing tremendous. At the end of the day, Trevor's our quarterback. He's our leader. He's going to be our field general. And if anybody has an issue with that, you can come ask me questions about it, what you're doing right now. But whatever I'm going to be saying to Trevor is none of your damn business. Next question. It's kind of about like the way he answered it without cussing. So that was all right. I mean, I think that for the Jaguars, they're going to be shit until they change things around, until they get more assets. They weren't good unless they had. Last time they were good, it was Calais Campbell, excuse me. And then Jalen Ramsey was on the defense too. Miles Jack was the linebacker back then. They had a top end squad defensively, but they really couldn't do anything more than that. So different kind of question. Pretty generic. I didn't really think that Urban could have done any better than what he did in that instance. But, I guess reporters are starting to ask a little bit more awkward questions because the questions they were asking before really didn't get a lot of traction. Like he didn't like answering the questions. There's a lot of rumors of there being dissent, him calling out his coaches. And at the end of the day, if you're going to tell your coaches they're losers and you're a winner and you don't like losing and it's their job to fix it, people are going to start digging a little bit more. Maybe they're going to say, what are you saying to your coaches? Answer that question. And then he's just going to tell them, it's none of your damn business. But Jacksonville, hopefully they get a, what do you think? Who's going to get the first pick? Detroit, Houston, or Jacksonville?
It's got to be Detroit. I mean, don't other teams have more than 2 wins?
Yeah, but there's 4 games left.
I mean, who's Detroit going to beat, bro?
I told James last night, whenever the Cardinals lost, I said, y'all better not lose to the Lions in week 17.
I guess if we're here at the end of the season and the Green Bay can't do anything and they don't send out Mr. Discount Double Check, yeah, I guess the Lions have a chance to win that game. But other than that, I mean, who can they really beat? I mean,
did you see that, James? Did you hear that?
What?
Did you hear the respect?
Yeah.
You heard that respect? I heard that respect.
Nothing new.
I heard that Mr. Discount Double Check. That's what I heard. The Mr. I was like, like Baby said, put some respect on his name. I just call him 12 because 12 is 12. But people may get confused with 12 in Tampa. And that's the GOAT. There's a difference.
Yeah.
You ain't got the hardware, right? You ain't got the hardware. You can't be the GOAT. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Yeah. I mean, everybody can. Of course, Green Bay fans are gonna say, "Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady," but come on,
y'all now as a franchise, y'all got more championships. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. But in the last century, they only got 1.
Yeah.
The Cowboys got 0.
Yeah.
The GOAT has 7 by himself. He could have 10.
The dude is ridiculous.
He could have 10 if it wasn't for Eli.
Yeah.
Just gonna put it like that.
And then I think he's kind of a shoo-in to get number 8 this year, dude. I mean,
I don't know about that.
I hope somebody has something to say about it, but I don't know if anybody in the NFC is ready to challenge him. I know the Cowboys ain't the way they look right now.
The way that defense looks.
I'll be honest.
Listen, the Washington football team beat Tampa with Heineke and with that same defense.
But Heineke was playing better than that.
But Tampa Bay was not getting to Heineke the way Dallas was. There's a difference.
But the thing is, like I said it before, the Cowboys are going as far as Dak can.
Agreed, 100%.
Dak is not playing good. They can't do it because it seems like what happens is if they play like they did against Washington, against Tampa Bay, you telling me Tom Brady doesn't win that game at the end?
Probably not, because
what? No,
probably
Tom
not.
Brady would have won that game at the end.
I don't think so.
The way the Cowboys, dude.
You're telling me
played against Washington,
right?
You telling me if Tom Brady has that shot at the end of the game,
yep,
he doesn't pull it off?
Nope.
Tom Brady?
No.
The GOAT?
No.
Oh, come on, man.
No. Not the way the Dallas defense was getting after the quarterback.
They weren't getting after him like that in the second half.
In that last drive, yes, they were.
That last, you're talking about Washington, they dropped a good pass. Carter dropped a pass that he should have had. Heineke, or not Heineke, was it Kyle Allen? Dropped a beautiful pass right to Carter, and he dropped it.
I'll give you the scenario, but here's the difference in the scenario. Micah Parsons wasn't in that drive until they got to the 3-yard line. If if Tom Brady's on the field, Micah Parsons is on the field. There's a difference.
Well, whose fault is that?
That's Dan Quinn's fault.
Like I said, they stopped sending Parsons in the second half. Why?
Right.
I don't know.
It is what it is. But at the end of the day, if Tampa's out there, they're going to get stopped. The team that everybody needs to be concerned about is fucking 12 and his compadres. Because even on, look, I'm going to tell you right now, if it comes down to Green Bay and Tampa for the NFC Championship, Aaron's going to beat them with 9 toes. He's going to beat them with 9 toes.
Thought you were going to say 9 seconds.
9
seconds or 9 toes. One of the two, whatever comes first.
If it came down to those two teams, of course I would be rooting for my boy, my little elf.
Hey man, you're not supposed to know that.
What? I'll be rooting for my little friend here, but I'll be realistic. I can't go against the GOAT, man. Come on, man. It's Tom Brady.
Packers go to Super Bowl. You're gonna fly down and pick me up.
I'm not picking you up at the last time we said I was going to pick you up. What you said?
I'll be there like Rose at the end of the Titanic, like that.
I'm not. First of all, when I pick you up, I'm not picking you up like you're a baby. I'm just going to pick you up a couple of inches off the ground, like like that. I'm not. No, it's not like.
I thought he was going to say like his third leg or something. All right, let's get into the picks. Week 15, starting Thursday. You know we got Saturday ball. We got 3. We got 4. We got Monday night, Thursday night, Saturday night, or Saturday, and then Sunday. All day NFL.
I think Green Bay plays Saturday, don't they? Or
No.
is it next week? I think
Maybe
Saturday.
next week.
Yeah.
Thursday, December 16th, AFC West matchup. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Chargers at SoFi. Kansas City, a 3-point favorite on the road. We'll start with James, me, and then Wes, and keep it in rotation.
Kansas City playing who?
The Chargers.
Oh, Kansas City. They've been rolling.
I like Kansas City as well. Wes?
Yeah, I go to Kansas City. They're rolling.
Saturday, the 18th, Raiders at Browns. 3:30 kick. Raiders at Browns. Me. I'm going to take the Brownies. Like I took them to win this past week, and they did. Wes?
I'm going to take the Raiders, man. I don't have a lot of faith in the Browns.
Hater.
I'm going to take the Raiders as well.
Hater. The Patriots at the Colts. 7:15 kickoff Saturday night. Patriots at Colts. Wes?
I'm going to take the Patriots.
They're the underdog in this matchup right
Patriots
now.
are?
Yeah, they're the underdog.
I'm going to take the Patriots.
I'm taking the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots also on the road.
I don't have a lot of confidence in Wentz. Man.
But Jonathan Taylor, that's the X factor. If they can get the run game and keep the run game, Jonathan Taylor's all about that business. The Houston Texans at the Jaguars, snooze bowl, 12 o'clock kick. Texans at Jaguars, James.
Who is it again?
Houston and the Jacksonville.
Sorry, I was making some adjustments. Man, dude, I don't know. Might have a tie, 0-0.
Maybe a tie. Maybe a tie.
0-0 tie.
Those you taking the tie?
No, I'm gonna go with Houston, I guess.
They're both 2-1. This will probably determine who gets the second overall pick. You're taking Houston?
Yes.
I'm taking Houston as well. Wes is frozen. Oh no, he's not.
You know what? I'm gonna take Sunshine.
It looked like you were
pull out the win. Let's Jags.
It looked like he was trying to push something out, right?
Browns have 8 players out due to COVID.
Everybody, there's like 37 players in the NFL out with COVID. Everybody is out with COVID.
Dude, it's COVID is like rapid. It's going everywhere now.
Yeah,
NBA everywhere.
it's that Omicron. Carolina Panthers at the Bills. Buffalo 10.5 point favorite at home. James.
Tampa Bay.
Oh no, wait, it's on me. Panthers and Bills. Panthers and Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills. Wes.
I'm gonna take the Panthers, man. It seems like the Bills have some problems going on right now.
Ooh.
Taking the Panthers.
James?
Take the Bills.
Yeah, Bills. Cardinals at the Lions. Wes. Cardinals at Lions.
Oh, I'll definitely take the Cardinals.
Really?
The Lions are horrible.
What?
Really? Really?
I mean, come on.
There shouldn't even be a conversation about this.
Wes is the one waiting for his answer. You said the Cardinals, right?
Yeah.
Paul's over here acting surprised.
Just kind of surprised, James.
Cardinals
for me as well. The Jets at the Dolphins, James.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
Really? It's on me. I'm taking the Dolphins at the house. It's cold.
Oh, yeah.
It's cold. Travel to Tampa or travel to Miami. Tropical climate. Defense, Miami. Taking Miami. Wes.
I'm definitely taking the Dolphins. Come on.
Hell yeah. Seen this one before. We'll save this NFC East matchup. Move on to the other NFC East matchup. The Washington football team at the Eagles. Wes, this is going to be funny for you to answer, but we'll get to it. It's on me. Washington at the Eagles. I'm going to be taking Washington. Wes?
I'm taking a tie.
No. Give an answer.
I'm taking a tie.
You can't tie. You got to pick.
What if they do tie though?
He would have won a lot of fucking money if he would have picked the tie.
I mean, which team do I hate the most? Which team do I
How about you just take Eagles because Washington has a shit stadium, literally.
It's who and who?
You know damn well who it is.
I mean, shit. I mean, I can't take a tie. I guess I'll take Washington.
See,
My last name is Washington.
Smart man. James?
I'm gonna take Washington as well.
Yeah, you just didn't want to have to face your brother. Titans at the Steelers. We get into that Titans bag right here. Former Houston Oilers fans. It's on you, James. Titans at Steelers. Big. It's kind of like a rivalry. You know, blue collar teams, blue collar coaches.
I'm gonna take the Titans.
Defensive, very heavy on the defense.
I don't know, man.
You're gonna take the who?
I'm
Remember
gonna
TJ Watt? No, TJ Watt. I don't think.
I'm gonna take the.
You gonna take the geriatric Big Ben? When the Walker?
I'm gonna take the Titans.
Hold on, before you pick, I'm gonna tell you who's out. Des Fitzpatrick for Titans is out. Questionable. Torrey Carter's questionable. Janoris Jenkins, the Jackrabbit, questionable. David Long, linebacker, questionable. And Tahari Tart, defense tackle, questionable. For the Steelers, TJ Watt, questionable. Isaiah Buggs, questionable. Joe Hayden, questionable. BJ Finley, center, questionable. Robert Spillane, questionable.
I'm gonna go Steelers. Fuck it.
Really? Okay. No, it's a good pick. It's a good pick. Tennessee, the defense, Vrabel. No Derrick Henry. I'm going to lean on the offensive line and the quarterback. I'm going to take the Titans. I like the Titans in this matchup.
Is Derrick Henry still the leading rusher?
I don't know. I'd have to let go. Look, I bet somebody in the comments will probably answer the
question.
question.
League rusher for the Titans or league rusher for the NFL?
There ain't no way. This team's been out too long. Wes, what do you like?
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Titans.
Yeah, me too.
Just for my homie Chris Frizzell.
Word.
This dude is such a Titans fan. He has a Titan truck.
Really?
Got the colors of the Titans and all this kind of stuff.
That's dope.
And like his little media room in his house is tightened up and all this kind of stuff. But the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger's, his knees look like Chris Frizzell's knees. Chris Frizzell's knees is about as weak as wet toilet paper.
Wes always finds the time to just rag on his buddies. I just find that hilarious. Just for the world to watch. I'm pick on my buddies.
Hey, that's my homie, dude. I love it, man.
I get it.
I got mad love for him.
I get it. Bengals at Broncos. On me, I'm gonna take the Bengals. I'm gonna take Joey Burrow and Jamar Chase. Wes, who do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to the Bengals.
James?
I'm gonna go with the Bengals as well.
Yeah, smart.
I'm taking the Bengals.
Falcons at 49ers. We call this the Deion Sanders Bowl, Coach Prime Bowl. Shout out Jackson State, not Jacksonville State. Jackson State. Wes, who do you like? Falcons, 49ers.
I gotta go with the 49ers. Jimmy G.
Yep.
I mean, is it in Atlanta?
I'm sure Pimp Klaws has been seeing Jimmy G quite a bit. It's in San Francisco.
It's in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll still stay with San Francisco. But I know Jimmy G loves. He wants to hit up the strip club in Atlanta, get the wings that old boy Lou Williams, the Lou Williams wings.
That's how you get COVID. That's how you get COVID. James?
I'm going to take Jimmy G.
I'm going to take the Niners as well. Seahawks at Rams. Big NFC West matchup, excuse me. James, Seahawks, Rams.
Seahawks, Rams.
You saw what them Rams did last night?
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams.
Taking the Rams as well.
Really?
Big time.
Really?
James, not James, but Wes.
How dare you?
Just watch your mouth.
I'm not 54 years old.
Yeah.
You're 44 years old. Wes, what do you like? Seahawks, Rams.
You know what? I'm gonna take the Seahawks in an upset.
Dumbass.
I think the Rams are coming off a big win, and I like the Seahawks in an upset. Hey, y'all remember this, and you'll see. Be like, oh man, Wes called it an upset. Like Seahawks.
Hey, hold on. We have a phone call real quick.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
Dude, Seahawks, his finger's jacked, bro. Ain't nobody fixing that finger this year. We'll hold off for the big matchup between 12 and 8. The Saints at the Buccaneers Sunday night. NBC. Saints at Buccaneers. NFC South matchup. James.
I got the Bucks.
I'm taking the Buccaneers as well. Wes.
I'm taking the Saints. I like the Saints in an upset. I like Taysom Hill to have a big day. I mean, I know I hate going against the GOAT, but I like the Saints in an upset.
So you're calling for a sweep of the Buccaneers by the Saints this year because they've already beat them previously in the year.
Yeah.
A sweep. All right. It could happen. Vikings at the Bears Monday night football. Vikes at Chicago. Shout out to the Chicago fans in the building. Not in this building, but in the comment building.
Not in this building.
You all right there, buddy?
I am.
AFC North, who are you picking?
I'll take the Bears.
The Bears over the
The
Vikings.
Bears.
Outdoor stadium, the elements, Justin Fields, the special teams. Bear down. I'm taking the Bears as well. Wes?
I'm taking the Vikings right here. And Carla, don't be coming at me. You just back off. I like the Vikings. I like Kirk Cousins to pull out the win.
Bear down. Anyways, moving on.
Go
Bear down.
Vikings.
Can't believe you just said that.
Fox, America's game of the week. The Green Bay Packers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson will play, as reported. 12 has a bum toe, as reported. When's Bakhtiari coming back?
I don't know, dude.
Offensive line is depleted for Green Bay.
Playoffs. Yeah, I think we just lost Elton Jenkins as well.
So with this matchup, Green Bay is favored by 4.5 points at the Ravens. Somebody cue up the whistle. Let everybody know who's coming. In the meantime, Wes, who you like in this matchup? Green Bay at Ravens. I'm gonna let you go last, James.
Jeez, this is almost as bad as that Eagles Redskins game. I don't know.
Oh, is it?
Man. I mean,
Is it really?
And for different reasons. I mean, both of these teams are kind of beat up. But I mean, if A-Rod is playing, I'm gonna go with the Packers.
How convictious? The conviction in your voice was trembling.
Right.
Green Bay, I'm taking the Packers on the road. Big cross conference matchup. Man, I really think the Ravens are hurting. I think Lamar's more injured than people are letting on, and I think Aaron's fine. It's a toe. You can shoot him up with some Toradol, get on the T train, wrap his foot, merge it onto basically his other toes, and let him go do his business. I like 12. I like the Packers. James, what do you like?
I think it's also his pinky toe. Is that correct?
It's his baby toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be worse if it was his big toe, right?
It would, because he wouldn't be able to push off.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be playing if it was a big toe.
Yeah.
But you really don't need that appendage. I mean, 9 toes down it sounds a lot better with 10 toes down. But
see those passes he was making?
9 toes down counts, bro. Just saying.
You see him look right, Look all the way left.
Bro, I don't need you slurping the dude up. I just need you to answer the question.
All right, man.
He said slurping.
Hey, I listen to y'all slurp up the Cowboys for 15 minutes
That's
earlier.
different.
Come on, man.
That's a team.
Come on,
That's
man.
not an individual.
Damn, the whole team? All what? 32 of them?
All 53 in the
53?
third.
Damn.
53 in the third. Get it right.
First of all, I heard Pimp Klaws. He was kind of hard on the Cowboys.
Now, Pimp
He was
Klaws.
Pimp Klaws was talking shit about the Cowboys.
He was what for the Cowboys?
Hey, don't make me call Damien over here. Damien come over here and put Pimp Klaws in his place. So get it right.
Damon?
Damien. I am a boy.
Yeah, I got the Packers, obviously.
Yeah, no shit.
Wes is over there. Tupac.
In the main event, the Dallas Cowboys go over to New Jersey to take on the G-Men. Famous rivalry, infamous for their physicality. The Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. Started with James and we'll end with West because he is emotional. James.
I'm gonna
Dallas is a 10.5 point favorite, just so you know.
Could have done without that, but I'm taking the Cowboys.
Los Vaqueros de Dallas, Texas. I'm taking the Cowboys. You're gross.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, you did. Cochino.
That's what Paul was doing.
That was inappropriate.
Excuse me for bringing a little levity to the show.
Man, my nephew might be watching.
Yeah, there could be
So
kids
inappropriate.
watching.
Oh, but when I do it,
Your kids.
But when I do it, no need to slurp them up.
Nobody went over there on and on about his toe and his big toe and the passes.
On
the
and
no
on.
look.
It was literally less than 20 seconds.
It was enough time to be.
This guy, you're sick, man.
You're a nasty. Go ahead, James. I'm sorry, Wes.
How dare you again?
I'm pushing buttons. Come on, you can't tell.
Dude, was Pimp Klaws around y'all too much, man? What have y'all been doing?
Pimp down, pimp in distress.
Pimp Klaws sent me a
Y'all
package
just
earlier.
slurping and burping. Man.
Slurping and burping.
We're off the rails already. Wes, who do you like?
Of course I like the Cowboys. I love the Cowboys in this matchup, but the Cowboys got to come out and dominate. It can't be the way they beat the Redskins. They got to come out and dominate this awful Giants team. The Giants are horrible.
Hey, is
They're
Mike
horrible.
Glennon
So they need to beat the
they're still their
dog shit out of
quarterback?
them. Huh?
Mike Glennon's still their quarterback?
I think so, because Jones ain't coming back.
Yeah, he ain't coming back. Last time he got mollywopped by who was it? Was it Curse 27? He mollywopped him, didn't he?
Yeah.
He sent him in the next week.
Do they have anybody? They might have. Is Barkley back? Is he running the ball?
Yeah, Barkley's healthy.
Okay, but they have nobody to throw it to.
Nah, they don't
So
have.
you should just. The Cowboys have to come out and just beat the dog shit out of the Giants.
Yeah, they really should lean on
If
them.
it's a close
They should
game,
lean on
then
them.
you know what? The
4
Cowboys
quarters.
need to just-
Take a little nap there.
It's okay. Everybody's sleeping on the Packers except me. That's how unbiased I am. 3 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's take a break. When we come back, maybe Pimp Klaws will be back in the mix. We'll go ahead and give our favorites, our most favorites, music and movies. Like I said, most favorites. Not proper grammar, not
Klaws
proper
out there
English.
making that money.
Hold on. Not proper English, but it is what we like to do on the Paul Rodriguez Show. What's Pimp Klaws doing?
You got to making that money, dog. He got to hit them corners and get that money.
He's out there making that jingle. He's making that jingle. We'll be back. Well, we're on the
Doesn't
topic
James
of
owe
the Dallas
Pep have
Cowboys.
to pay a
Did you
debt?
see that
Oh, yeah,
clip
John had a
of
bet, didn't
Deion
you?
Sanders? He was
you
getting
and
interviewed.
James had a bet.
Like they were
If
having
James
some sort of
lost,
like
he'd have to eat
it
a
was like
dub.
a
Like James Winston eat.
yes, yeah, correct. That guy was like, "Hey Deion,
Hey, Dion, I was just wondering if you could.
Oh, let's back up a little bit. You don't call Nick Saban Nick.
I'm not doing that."
Yes, you
Call Nick Saban Nick.
are. So I
No,
have
you
a
don't.
proposition.
No,
It's
you don't.
between
That's a lie.
Wes
You,
and
if you call
James.
Nick
If the
you know
Green
you
Bay
get cussed out on
Packers
the spot. So don't do that.
win,
Treat me
Wes,
like
you
Nick.
got to eat crab legs on the show. If
Dion.
the Saints win, James has to eat dubs
Just,
on the show.
Bet.
He didn't even hesitate. He didn't even hesitate.
All right, here
About
we
this.
go.
I understand what Dion's saying. I'm put some respect on his name.
Was he on
camera, Wes?
I couldn't
I understand what. Doesn't James owe Pep have to pay a debt?
Oh yeah, what? John had a bet, didn't you?
No, you and James had a bet. If James lost, he'd have to eat a dub, like James Winston.
Let's go. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you are. So I have a proposition. This is between Wes and James. If the Green Bay Packers win, Wes, you got to eat crab legs on the show. If the Saints win, James has to eat dubs on the show.
Bet.
He didn't even hesitate. He didn't even hesitate,
All right,
producer
here we go.
James. Was he on camera, Wes? I couldn't see.
Yeah, he was.
Well, based off of his reaction, based off of Wes' reaction, hey man, that's a
man.
paid
man
in
of his
full.
word.
He even snarled in there and everything. That's he ate it with the gusto. Welcome back, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. Time to get off the rails. Let's get into that Christmas bag. Producer James, West Washington, get into the mix. I'll start off first. We'll go around the room, give our favorite Christmas song and then movie. This is the favorite of the favorite. This is the last episode before Christmas. Next week, we're taking Christmas break off for the week. Maybe Tuesday. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have some footage of our own producer doing a little, special time at the mic. How should we describe it? What are we doing at the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
wish
little
I could come down
little
for
open
that.
call. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, my favorite song for Christmas time is going to be Mary Did You Know? And that's just something that's kind of close to my heart. I really enjoy that song. The fun ones are fun. The festive ones are festive. But this to me is the true spirit of Christmas. And it just hits a little different for me. I appreciate the more things a little more traditional, but I'm down to be a scallywag every now and then. Wes, what about you, sir, as you take a big gulp of water, H2O to hydrate, moisten the palate, as they say. What about you, sir?
Oh man, it's got to be Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis.
It is fun.
Oh man, that's my jam right there. Christmas in Hollis. That's my all-time favorite Christmas song.
When's the first time you heard that?
I was probably about James's height the first time I heard that.
Dang. Well, how old were you when you were that high?
9,
6?
I don't know. Something like that. 8, 9 years old.
You lying,
man,
bro.
It was. It was. I don't know exactly when I heard it, but I remember seeing the video on MTV, man, and it was, Christmas in Hollis, man.
It was so long ago that you probably remember when it came out, right? Like you didn't have to learn about it. It came out and you were alive.
Yeah, I didn't learn about it. It came out. So
Was that
that's
like
how long ago it was.
1950 or what?
That was like what, 1977?
No, it was like 1980.
4, 5, 6.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I was like 2.
Yeah, something like that.
James wasn't alive.
Chris,
James wasn't alive.
sure.
Hey, he's a little old to be wearing a shirt like that. Pause my game. Pause my game to be here. This
No,
fucking
that's about
guy.
that's about right. That's about the time that Atari was out. Pong was the first game out.
Don't go past
That's
Atari.
about right.
Don't go past
You can pause
Atari.
There is an
Nintendo.
Atari.
Don't go past Atari.
There is an Atari. Isn't there some? There's nothing before Atari.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Calico or what? I don't know what it would.
Yeah.
You said not to do it.
what?
You said don't go past Atari, and he went past Atari.
No, I'm just saying like that's the only like when did Atari come out?
80,
Yeah, I don't think you can pause Atari. I think
82?
that's what he's trying to say.
There you go.
Yeah. All right,
But you can pause Nintendo.
Yes, for sure.
bro. You got to blow in that thing, but you got to be you are IT. Like for Nintendo's, you were IT. Because you call that number on the bottom of the box, they're like, send it to us, pay us $100 for sending you a new one. It's like a new one's $150. Might as well just go get a new one. Stupid.
I
James,
remember I'd take the top off of mine and have to mess around with it.
you ever used a blow dryer?
No,
Yeah, I was like, man, I might as well just use a blow dryer.
you're starting to get lightheaded. Oh shit,
Dude, it was like you got to hit reset, start, blow dry, reset, start.
God damn.
Dude, it was a struggle back in the day. These kids ain't got no idea.
You were hitting it with the cool air, right? You weren't doing the hot air on that shit
On the what?
on the system or on the cartridge, right?
No. Like you had to turn on the heat. Like you had to activate the heat's element.
Probably melting the motherfucker.
But even then, though, like when you were like on something hot, on like when you were doing really good on Nintendo, you could pause it, but it was like you could, if you turn it off, you couldn't start back over at that point.
Right.
Yeah, there was no saving. There were no memory cards.
There were no memory
There
cards.
was no
I
hard
remember
drive.
my mom got pissed off one time because I paused it, and she's like, "You let that thing on the whole time? We been gone for how many hours?" I was like, "Yeah, Mom, but I was at this point in the game. I didn't want to lose my spot."
She's like, turn that shit out. Your big ass is grounded.
Probably. James, what about you? What's your favorite song?
I'm running thin here.
The most favorite of favorites.
I'm running thin. I'm gonna say Silent Night.
That's a good song.
Silent
That's a hitter. That's a hitter.
Oh,
See,
y'all
I'm glad I'm getting y'all back in the church. Get in the church ways. Y'all need it, damn
When's
heathens.
the last time you been in church? And Joel Osteen don't count.
Joel Osteen's a fucking fraud.
He's a fucking crook.
He's a crook.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jesus put that money there.
You think so?
That's what he said.
I think somebody put it there so the IRS wouldn't find out. That's what I think. I'm just gonna let it be known. If that dude wouldn't let those people in Houston go into his church when the whole damn city was underwater, that's a damn. I hope that man. That's why they found that money. God said, you don't want people to go into my house. That stuff you've been trying to put away, exposed.
He was probably because he didn't want the flood to soften up the walls. That money might come out. All these people in there, they might find it, take his money. They need to be exposed.
That's a damn shame.
Look at him.
Linda
Just
Joy
look at him,
said,
dude.
she said, put some alcohol in the Q-tip to clean the cartridge.
Who said that?
Linda.
Bro, that's a hack right there. I didn't know nothing about that.
Bro,
No, for
And
real.
she said, preach, Paul. Preach it, Paul.
I'm just saying, man. That just,
Now, Linda's my homie, man. I would, when the COVID hit, man, when it was sad times, dude.
yeah.
Me and Linda hung out, man. She was a good friend of mine, man. She's a good friend. Linda's my homie.
Shout out. Appreciate you watching tonight.
Love you, Linda.
Hey, y'all hit that like. Take the little time. Take the 2 seconds.
I call her Closet Linda. Let me tell you the story. So
Okay.
I have my apartment in Austin.
Yep.
And Linda comes over and we're hanging out and we're doing what I do. And it's me and my buddy Chubby. You know Chubby.
Yeah.
We're sitting there. We're watching TV or whatever. I think now me and Chubby might have been playing hockey, and we were playing the hockey game. We're sitting there and we're like, where'd Linda go? And so my apartment way it was set up, it's like you went into the bathroom, but you could also go to my room through the bathroom.
Yep.
And we're like, man, Linda hadn't been it's been a while. Where's she at? And so I paused the game. And I'm like, I walk in the bathroom. She's gone.
Yeah.
So then I walk into my room. She's in my closet, man, just checking out my wardrobe. So ever since then, we've been calling her Closet Linda because she was just wandering around, just checking out my wardrobe in my closet.
Ain't nothing wrong with checking out a man's wardrobe. If you take yourself off mute, you could talk.
What'd you do? You get in the closet or you just like, hey, get on out of there?
Yeah, I guess she got tired of us playing hockey. We were talking a bunch of shit to each other, but the hockey games were intense. I can't believe she got tired of watching us.
You're like, I just closed the door. I listened to my friend downstairs. He said, what did he say? He said, just close the door, man.
I don't know what that's from, but that's from something.
Jameis Winston.
God damn, Jameis.
When they beat the Packers, the first game of the season, they said, y'all came out strong. What made the difference, or how'd y'all come out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We were just prepared. You know, my trainer, he told us before the game, what did he say? He said, just be prepared.
Dude, he's just so country. He's so country. Like, you think he's putting on an act, but maybe he's just country. Like country. You know what I'm saying? Like clueless kind of country.
I think he might be special.
No, man, he's just country. That's all it is.
He's special.
He got a big arm. Got to give props to him on the arm, but man, he's just goofy sometimes. Like Jameis, like, come on, man, get some sense, brother. Just get some sense.
You see him running through, I think it was in the preseason, he was running through those, you know how they have like those bags on both sides and they run through them and stuff?
Yes.
He was like stumbling through them.
Couldn't get through. He wasn't prepared. He didn't understand the assignment. That's kind of trend going around, right? He didn't understand the assignment. Yeah, he didn't understand the assignment. It's like those dudes run through there because they have power.
Run our test special.
Nah, bro.
Run our test special. Might be, you know.
Listen, man. Shout out to Meta World Peace. He's an advocate for mental health. Leave that man alone.
I saw.
I'm just saying he's special. Bro.
No, he's not.
Dude,
he just need to learn coping skills.
Special?
No, he just need to learn coping skills. That's all.
He from the hood,
bro. The man has some. He got help. Shout out to him for getting help.
He got help, but I'm just saying he's just one of those special people that you don't like. You gotta watch out for.
Like Kwame Brown, people you just don't mess with. Is that what you're saying?
There's crazy people where like they don't give a fuck or whatever, but I think there's people like Meta World Peace where like they're just special. And, like a lot of things aren't just it ain't registering. Like
I get what you're saying.
They don't get it.
I get it. I get what you're saying. I can follow that.
Yeah.
I can dig it. I can pick up what you're putting down. I can pick it up.
I saw a picture recently of him and Ben Wallace. They were like hanging out at a game, standing next to each other. They took a little photo op together.
That's cool.
And it was like, you know, so many shit. It might be 20 years already. 20 years later.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did y'all watch the Netflix thing?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Malice at the Palace.
Yeah,
no, I haven't watched it.
And you know, after all that happened, you know, Ron Artest, he's in the locker room after all that happened, and he goes over to the rest of the team. He's like, "Hey, man, y'all think we gonna get in trouble for that?"
You only changed the NBA rules for fan engagement. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That was a pretty good documentary because they document like how good it was Reggie Miller's last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Pacers,
and like how good they were.
Yep.
And then, of course, after that, Ron Artest never stepped on the court as an Indiana Pacer ever again.
Well, yeah, why would he?
Yeah.
That's kind of why what's his name was mad.
Yeah, I think he kind of distanced himself from everybody, and there was like no apology given or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Some animosity, probably stuff. That's the one thing that I've learned too is like if you have resentment or if you have anger, just address it, get it out of the way. Like you don't want to carry that because the longer you carry it, the more resentment, the more anger you're gonna have for that other person or whoever it is, individual, entity, doesn't matter.
And then that soda just pops. It's like shaking a soda.
Yeah, bro. It's like all that energy, that negative energy's got to go somewhere. It's gonna go somewhere, or it's gonna go into somebody.
Ooh.
Yep. Finally, let's wrap it up, boys. Christmas next week, next Saturday. Favorite Christmas movie? Who wants to go last?
I'll go first.
Okay, I want to go last.
Okay.
So James,
first.
The favorite of favoritist.
Favorite of favorite.
Favorite of favoritist.
I gotta say a Christmas Story. Yeah, I gotta say Christmas Story.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? It's not like a meme, but it was just a photo. Somebody took a photo at Walmart and they had the movie A Christmas Story playing. I found it on your Facebook, Wes. Somebody had the movie playing. You could buy the DVD. They had BBs that you could buy, and then underneath they had the BB gun.
Red Ryder, right?
I think it was Daisy. These were Daisy.
Well,
Hashtag no ad.
Nobody doing that old sorry ass Red Ryder.
But it did exist, right? Like you remember when you were a kid, it existed.
No, they had those regular ass BB guns. But I mean, you're talking about now. Technology has changed, so it got better.
But Red Ryder existed when you were a kid, right? Back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just want
That's
to.
the only gun I've actually shot. I've never shot a real gun. I've only shot BB guns.
I mean, the movie came out
guns.
so close when you were a child. I mean, you would have the frame of reference to know that it was going on, right?
I remember pumping up those BB guns. You get that.
Damn, son.
Yeah, they still exist. I saw a whole pallet of them at Walmart.
Yeah, I got one in the other room.
Yeah, you rolled up on us. You rolled up on us last week with it in your hand.
That's what I gotta do. Gotta let people know.
I was like, what's that gonna do besides piss me off?
Establish dominance. Establish dominance. All right, Wes, your favorite of the favoriteest movies. Christmas time.
Man, it's tough because y'all shot down so many of my movies.
No, you've already named them though.
Because I've said so many.
There's one that I think you'll name, and I want to know if you'll name it. And it's a recent movie, like probably within the last 3-4 years.
Because y'all said I already said Just for Friends, right? Just Friends.
You said that one.
I already did that one. I already did Christmas Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I already did Die Hard. I already did Gremlins.
Yep.
So I got to go with right now. I mean, definitely my number one movie. It's definitely top 3.
Okay.
But one of my favorite movies to watch is I even watch it when it's not Christmas time. Is 4 Christmases with Vince Vaughn and oh boy,
John Favreau. John Favreau.
Yeah, with John Favreau.
I say Favreau.
It just cracks me up, especially like when he goes to see the old dude, his pops, and he's wrestling with the kid, and the kid like jumps. They're wrestling, and the kid jumps on top of Vince Vaughn. He's like, "You might want to Google me, Sally." He's like, "What? You might want to Google me, you bitch."
Do you remember who the other brother is?
I don't. It's like it's a country singer, isn't it?
It's Tim McGraw. It's Tim McGraw.
Is it who he is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're all named after cities that they were consumed in.
Conceived.
Yeah, because they gotta come in. You're Orlando's girl. And he's like, well, what? No.
that movie must really get you. It's not a hitter for me.
Is it Vince Vaughn?
Yeah, Vince Vaughn, John Favreau, Tim McGraw, and then the dad is.
Carla said you said Vince Vaughn.
It is Vince Vaughn.
Is it? Oh, okay.
I thought it was.
That's the one that always looks tired all the time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tall ass dude, tall like Wes.
Honorable mention for my first is the Ebenezer Scrooge, the animated one with Jim Carrey voicing.
The Disney one?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like watching that one. Of course, you're a grown man. You don't watch cartoons. We know.
That's not entirely true. Every now and then on Saturday mornings, YouTube has Hasbro G.I. Joes, and I'll put on G.I. Joes from the 80s. Fight me.
Nostalgia. I get it.
Fight me.
I get it.
Mine is a classic Christmas movie. It is Rotten Tomatoes' #1 Christmas movie, and it is It's a Wonderful Life. Black and white. Whenever a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. The father has to try to, get back to the family. He's basically like reliving his life. It's a wonderful movie, very traditional, very nostalgic. Wes, you can kick rocks for all I care. It's a great movie. It's wholesome family entertainment, damn it. Like this show is not. But see, that's me though. Like that's a movie that I grew up with, traditional. I mean, yeah, it's boring for sure, but I love it. And if I ever have kids, I'm gonna pass that tradition down to them. It must live on.
If I'll pass anything down, it'd be Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation. That's what I would pass down.
Those are fun.
Also, I like the one with Ben Affleck, where he goes back to his old family's house, or with his old family's house. Like he becomes this rich dude, and he goes back to his old family's house or whatever with the boy from The Sopranos, James
Gandolfini?
the Soprano. Yeah, and the lady, he's married to the lady from Home Alone. Which did anybody mention Home Alone?
Yeah, we did in the very, very beginning.
Okay.
During Thanksgiving.
But Kevin's mom in Home Alone, she's Gandolfini's wife, and like they basically have to redo Christmas, and then I think Ben Affleck falls in love with what's her name?
I don't know.
Kelly from Married with Children. What's her name?
Oh, Christina Applegate.
Yes, falls in love with Christina Applegate.
So
I can't name.
Is that Reindeer Games? Is that movie Reindeer Games?
No, it's not Reindeer Games. That's a different one. That's that's more of an action movie. This is a comedy.
So
I can't think of the name of it.
Catherine O'Hara is the.
Yes, Catherine O'Hara. Yes.
She's in
I
that.
like her.
She's in that
I've been watching
new.
Shit Creek.
She's in that new commercial with Kevin Hart for Chase, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. We didn't go off the rails as much as I thought we would have.
Oh, we can. Still time.
So what's going on tomorrow? Are you doing Dark Side?
Yeah, we'll be here. We have a gentleman. He owns he has like I guess a little business that he's starting. It's called Skins and Fins. He fishes, hunts.
Cool.
Processes his meat. All of that stuff. Yeah.
Outdoorsy.
It's like my I'm a major fan of Joe Rogan, so it's kind of like my chance to, you know how Joe Rogan's always like talking about hunting and all that shit.
Pissing people off.
Yeah. Well, we do that weekly.
I process my meat, but nobody's excited about that.
This fucking guy.
I bet the comments disagree with you on that one.
But hey, shout out to Steph Curry. He just passed up Ray Allen tonight for all-time 3 points made.
And he's still got a lot to go.
Yeah, he still got a lot to go, man. They had a big deal kind of for him because in the building was Ray Allen. Of course, his dad was there. His mom was there. Reggie Miller, I guess, is doing the broadcast, so he was there. You know, you see Spike Lee. You know, it's Madison Square Garden. I mean, that's where else would you like to break a record in basketball other than Madison Square Garden?
At the Crypto.com arena.
Yeah. So I mean,
Madison Square Garden. That's in New York.
Yeah, but the Crypto.com arena is way better.
Shout out to Steph, dude. I mean, yeah, for breaking the record. Obviously, they shoot a lot more threes now, but the dude is still he's still got to be the best shooter of all time. When I saw they had a moment where it was Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, and I'm like, man, they should just have a 3-point contest right now. Like, just do it. Forget the game. Let's just have a 3-point contest.
Hey Wes, what do you think about the way? I think it was probably Steph Curry that led the way in changing the way that the game is being played these days, with everybody shooting, just inside half court, three. It's all about threes. There's hardly any, Shaquille O'Neal's going on. People that dominate the paint these days. What do you think about that?
Man, I have a problem with it. I'm not a big fan of it because, especially like if you're a Rockets fan, you should hate it because how long ago was when the Rockets missed like 30-some threes in a row and they just kept shooting it?
That was like 3 years ago, bro. I remember when Chris Paul was there and they just couldn't win. They couldn't beat the Warriors. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
pissed me off.
It's kind of like in football where you see these teams that just keep passing the ball, and they won't run it.
Like the Cowboys.
Get you a bucket inside. Get you a mid-range shot. Get some confidence going. Stop chunking up threes. I get this. They get this analytics where, hey, if you shoot more threes, you score more points. Fuck that, man. If you make more buckets, you score more points. So if you can get some buckets inside, get some confidence, then take a three.
It's all right. Zion's putting on weight to come back and handle that business in the paint. Don't you worry your pretty little head.
That guy's
like he's about to go play offensive tackle.
That guy's too damn big.
Hey,
he's too damn big for that position.
Right now, and left tackle Zion. So if you want to come down to Dallas, if you want to try out for Tyron Smith position, because old boy, you looking big.
What is he, like 300 pounds?
Like he can move.
Plus.
So I mean, dude, the Cowboys can use you on the line, Zion.
I feel like that's why he's getting hurt all the time. He's too damn big to be, running around like that on the basketball court.
He blew out a shoe.
Yeah, look how big he is.
But a shoe.
And that was in college when he wasn't even that big.
I mean, the power, the strength, the agility, the redirection.
I think he's too damn big.
He's quite an athlete. But I mean, boy, but he looked big in that red sweatsuit. But then he went to go do a photo op like the next day, and he looked like in shape.
Yeah, those ankles. I don't think those ankles can handle that weight.
Oh, I think the problem is the shoes. I think is the problem.
Carla, in the Target bag behind me is the present from my boss. I got him a Whitney Houston T-shirt at Target because he's a big Whitney Houston fan.
Whitney can sing, man. She can sing.
You went cheap this year, huh?
Dude, the dude is a millionaire. Why am I gonna waste real money on something? He has everything he wants. Like what? I'm gonna really waste real money on it? I'm giving it $10 Whitney Houston shirt.
That's a thoughtful gift. I think for someone of that from that stature, that's a thoughtful gift. What do you get what do you get somebody who has everything they want?
True.
But I mean, he better give me at least a bonus of.
Jeez, bro.
Oh,
be considerate, Wes.
You're that guy that buys someone food and then the next day you're like, hey, remember that one time? Or like 2 weeks from now or a month from now.
Can you get me today?
And they're like, well, and then you're like, man, remember that one time I got you? Come on, man. You're that guy.
I'm just saying. He should at least throw me something.
You're gonna hand him that gift, and then he's gonna look at you. Thanks, Wes, and you're gonna be like
Dang,
that.
Why is Mingo hating? He said I must hate my boss. My boss likes Whitney Houston. I got him a T-shirt of Whitney. I mean, come on, bro.
Hey, man, put some Gucci around the neck or something like that. Come on, man.
Mingo, do you hate Whitney Houston? Come on, bro.
Man.
Dang. Mingo be hating.
And
hey, one thing I know about Mingo, he don't ever lie. The guy don't ever lie.
Okay.
Well, I didn't say it ain't lying, but damn, dude. I mean, I got my boss Whitney Houston.
At least you got him something, right? At least you got him something.
Yeah, from Target. That's cool. Props to you, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, just because I live in a mansion ain't mean I got money. Just because I drive a Navigator ain't mean I got money.
I like how that Target bag's sitting right under a chandelier too.
And all right, boys. Any Christmas?
It costs money to put money in that. It costs money to put gas in that Navigator, man. It ain't cheap.
Bro, you acting like you paying for it.
I mean. I go to. Technically, yes. I go to the gas pump. I put the credit card in
the company credit card into the yes, that's right. The company credit card.
But it's my company though. It's J2 Transportations.
Okay.
It's just sponsored by my boss.
Come pick me up. Shit.
respect. All right, guys. Christmas wishes before we go. What do you want to leave the people with? James.
What I'm gonna leave the people with is enjoy the holidays. Take some time off of work, relax, enjoy the family, get some good food, and just have a good time. Don't be fighting with nobody. It's all love, and just enjoy yourself. It's a good time. The holidays for spending time with family and showing love, man. Keep that hate out of here. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Don't talk things not to talk about around the dinner table or the Christmas table. No politics, no COVID, and don't be arguing about where your gifts came from, especially if they came from Target.
Be grateful.
Don't matter.
Be grateful if you get a gift.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts. Yep.
Wes?
Me, man. Just everybody take care of yourselves. I know COVID is kind of ramping up right now. One of my friends right now just went to the ER, and just take care of yourselves. Be careful and love each other. Also, you know, if you're gonna go out and party or whatever, do that Uber, whatever, or just stay where you're at. Don't be driving drunk, because I can tell you personally, it's not worth it. It's a lot cheaper to get that Uber. I can tell you personally. If you don't believe me, call me up personally or hit me up in the inbox, and I will tell you the stories and what you have to go through, and you don't want to have to go through it.
Anything, James? You look like you had something to say.
I can call you when I'm drunk. What is it? JW Transportation gonna come pick me up?
If you want to pay that fee,
that's a little bit of a stretch, but I'll find somebody to come get you, man. I'll do that.
Hey, I'm a member of that.
I can't come get you. I can't come get you from Plano, bro.
if you're in Dallas, maybe that'll be something different.
Hey, yeah, Lucky's right. He said, at least he didn't get him I paused my game shirt. Hey, you picked that up at the same time you got that Whitney shirt, didn't you?
No, man, I had this for a while.
Yeah, you had it since St. Patty's Day, because that thing green as hell.
You know what, man? Yeah,
let me get my Christmas wishes.
Outfits, but y'all just gonna dog on me.
I don't even know the guy, Pimp Klaws. I don't even know the guy.
It's the first time I met him.
How am I gonna rip on him? I don't even know the guy.
Well, he said he knows you.
Oh shit!
He knows me.
He said you. Yeah, no, he said he knows James. He said he done had James out there on them corners doing something.
Fucking guy.
Something strange.
All right, hold on. Before we get too off the rails, let me get my Christmas sentiments, and then we'll go ahead and get stupid. For me, this is time for reflection. This is time for gratitude. This is time for family, and this is time for your loved ones and your friends. Take care of them. They'll take care of you. Spread peace. Spread love. Spread honesty, and be grateful for the time we have with our family and on this planet, because we're only going to be here one time. But until then, for everybody celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas. Everybody celebrating Judaism, Happy Hanukkah. And for those celebrating Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa to everybody out there as well. Until then, we'll see y'all on the 27th. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope y'all have a happy new year. And before then,
Wes waving at everybody.
You're supposed to end the show, but you just didn't get. I didn't guess you can get my look. You're just supposed to just cut the show at the end.
Oh, okay.
Peace.
I think Wes is frozen.
No, I don't think Wes is frozen.
I thought you were cutting the show.
I thought he was cutting the show too.
Hey, y'all come do my motherfucking job.
Well,
Let's see what the fuck y'all do.
We had like 4 hits going out there. I just didn't know if you were going to be able to get it.
Hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all back here again next week. Later, guys. I'm over here trying to run the show. Ain't nobody care about my fucking ass.
But that awkward